I'd like to welcome you to Lightning Ministries International. Today's topic, working together. One of the things that I find in our society is that we're in such conflict and division that it's very difficult to work together. Now, don't get me wrong, I think it's important for us all to have an opinion or a thought, but not to the point to where it brings anger and violence and disheartenment between us. Now, I know that I'm not speaking indifferent about what I'm saying in the sense of, as a society, we should be working together and putting aside our differences. How does that look? Well, let's say that you have a brother that's in need of food. What do? You say, well, good luck, have a nice day. Let's say that you have a sister that's needing something from, no, I didn't freeze. How about that? Let's say, for example, Jesus put us here for relationships. If we really want to take it one step further, God created us for relationships. And that's the one thing that we're missing in our society today. I realize that in some stores, all you have is self-checkout. To me, kind of old school, it's very impersonable for us to go into a store and not have anybody help us. Or if we're looking for help, we have to go down multiple aisles to even find someone. Hopefully, the person that you find is able to assist you. In some cases, they're so new they don't know the store well enough to find what you're looking for and have to take the time to either find someone else that knows more or pull out some kind of device to find out what aisle it is you're looking for. Now, I'm not saying that's a problem, but we're not personable enough at this point in our lives. There's so much conflict and division in our society, including our government, and for that matter, the rest of the world, that we're having a hard time just being social. What do I mean by that? Well, our lives don't revolve around the things that we think are more important, which, in this case, ourselves. We need to put other people before we put ourselves. Why is that? Because that helps build not only trust, but it also helps build relationships. The reason I'm telling you this message, or should I say speaking this message out, is because I think it's an important thing that we all take a look at. Regardless of what side of the tracks you come from, or how you were raised, or what neighborhood, or even for that matter, what country you live in, is irrelevant to the fact that we're all human beings. We all bleed red, at least as far as I know we do. And we all have struggles, pains, and hurts. We all have opportunities for joy, celebration, and for that matter, an excitement in something that we're either doing or something that we're getting into or something that we've been into for a while that we enjoy doing. But we're not sharing that. We're not sharing those stories and those pasts with others. We're not allowing those that have been in our position before to help us understand what they know. Well, I'll keep it short. Building relationships is what Jesus put us here for. And if you really stop and think about it, the only reason we're here is because of Him. It's always been about Him, and it will always be about Him. And regardless of what we think or believe in that, for that matter, is that we're not going to be here long enough to be able to make that big of an impact. Maybe a small percentage will, but you and I, maybe not. And let me say this. If you're a believer and you believe you're going to go to heaven, why don't we start getting it right here before we get there to learn what we're going to have to understand there, which we should be doing here, which is relationships. Hopefully this made sense. And if it didn't, well, ask the Holy Spirit to guide you and lead you and to give you understanding in the fact that it's Jesus first, or in this case, God first, then you, then your family, then your job, then your community, your neighborhoods, your state, however you want to break it down. In that sense, if God's not first in your lives and you don't have an intimate relationship with Him, nothing else in your life's really going to matter. You're always going to be seeking something else to try to fill that gap in your heart, and it's only going to ever be ending with Him. Have a blessed day.